We have some great fishing in the upper Midwest. We also happen to have some fantastic fishing north of the border into Canada. And that's what we're going to look at today in our highlight destination, Tobin Lake and Danglers Norcia River Lodge.
Man, Tobin has been on my fishing bucket list for a few years. I will make it there to chase those big 18-pound walleyes. I probably go to Canada about a dozen times per year, and I actually prefer driving. I know a lot of people argue that they want shotguns so they can sit back and relax, but I want my rig there. I want to use it as a base camp to sort of work out of and fish out of for the duration of the trip, because it's like my portable charging station. Everything in there has got its own spot, its own place, down to packing a cooler. We go to the grocery store the couple days before the trip, and for how much you spend on getting a week's worth of groceries, that would be like 1 or 2 gas station stops getting junk food. But just little things like that, and everything's got its own place, and I know where it is, and it's convenient, it's organized, and it just keeps you more efficient.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Right now, let's head to Tobin Lake and Danglers Norcia River Lodge. Tobin is a drive-to destination for giant pike and walleye.
Beautiful.
It's an interesting Canadian lake because it's actually a reservoir. The lake was formed in 1963 when the E.B. Campbell Dam was constructed on the Saskatchewan River. This system is incredibly fertile and grows very large fish. It's one of the few lakes in North America that grows 30-pound pike and lots of walleyes into the teens. Yes, I said teens. Trolling bottom bouncer and spinner harnesses, crankbaits, and swimbaits are key presentations used in the big lake throughout the summer months. Fall sees a dramatic movement of walleye into the river where a lot of 10-pound plus fish are caught. There's a number of full facility resorts around the lake that cater to visiting anglers. Next up is a flying-in destination, Danglers Norcia River Lodge in north central Manitoba. This is a high-end operation. The facility is amazing, a 5-star accommodation for sure. The food, boats, guides, everything about it is top-notch. Danglers Norcia River Lodge has exclusive access to 7,200 miles of watershed, with flyouts from the main lodge to countless outpost lakes. There's more water here containing fish that have never seen a lure than one could possibly imagine. There's a lot of different fishing options: walleye, lake trout, grayling, and if it's monster pike that tops your bucket list, then you're definitely heading to the right place. You won't recognize your lures at the end of the day. The hardest part with this many species to fish for is packing all the rods and lures you'll want to take with you, and that's a good problem to have.
There goes Mikey. Whoa, whoa.
You know, sometimes the adventure and the journey itself is as memorable as the fish you catch. Brett, what are a couple trips that you've had that are very memorable?
Oh man, everyone has its own kind of special memory because everyone's different in its own way. But one thing that I'm thinking about right now is our trip to Peralt Lake, Manitowoc Lodge, because I know that right now they are catching fish on jigging Raps there, because we were there last July and it was incredible. It was one after another and they were all big. And the reason that I found out about that lake was through social media. Saw pictures posted on Facebook of big fish and had to go up there and check it out myself. But that's up there. That's one of my top trips for sure.